Hello and welcome back to Unreal Engine 5 Visual Novel and Narrative Game Design online course. In the last lesson, we showed how we make this wonderful main menu screen, and in this one, we're gonna start filling the code. So, as I said, we need to have a is variable on these ones because we need these on-click events. We can also find them right here. Yeah, I did a mistake in recording, so this already exists here. So why I chose on clicked and not on pressed? What's the difference between these two? Well, on pressed happens when you actually press the button. On clicked happens when you press and then release the button. So on clicked, we're just gonna click game. Now on start game, on pressed. Sorry, I meant on click. Now, on click event, we're gonna do some more things. First of all, we need some things to happen on construct. We don't need pre-construct right now or click, so we can delete this. So, on event construct, first of all, we need to show mouse. So, when the main menu is running, we want to see the mouse. I'm gonna just get player controller and let's show mouse cursor and turn it to true. It's always better to have a code in your controller that controls this, like having functions that change your mouse cursor type and basically your mouse control. But right now we are not gonna create a game, so this will do. Now, after this, we need to create a main menu music, and we want the music to play as the screen appears. When it appears, and we don't want it to play before, so I'm gonna host the sound here. I'm gonna create a 2D sound. Now, why am I creating a 2D sound and not just play a sound? The difference is that by creating a sound, I can gonna promote this to a variable, sorry. By creating a sound, I can pause it, fade out, manipulate it in many different ways because the variable is stored. If I just play the sound like this node, as you can see, it doesn't have any output. So this means this plays and the rules are inside the sound queue, basically. So yeah, we need to create a sound 2D. That's the difference. But when I'm creating, the sound 2D doesn't play. It doesn't autoplay. It needs to be told what to do. Like you're creating the sound, you're storing it in a variable, but you have to tell to the sound what to do afterwards. But I'm running ahead again. Let's select the sound. Let's use this. Sorry, I paused. I wanted to check the sounds. So there is a main menu sound. So this V Photos menu Q. And let's name this variable to S. Effect menu music. Well, you can name them as you want. Now, what I want to happen is when widget is created, it shows the mouse, and I don't want the sound to just start up abrupt, so I will just fade in, and let's give it a second. Okay. Now, when we press start game, we don't want just to open the game level. We want to show a transaction. So we're going to create a loading screen. I'm going to go to UIs. I'm going to right click. I'm going to go to user interface, widget blueprints, create user blueprint, user widget, and call it WG loading, and open it. Again, I'm going to use a canvas. And on the canvas, I'm going to add an image again. I'm going to set it to full screen, offset it to 0, 0, anchor it to full screen, I'm sorry. And let's turn that image black because it's loading. And let's bring some text. And you can place it wherever you want. I'm just gonna put it on the middle of the screen. That's loading. The middle of the screen. This is 100, 50, 300, 30, 40, 30. So this one better. So position X, half of 130 is 5. No, 5 minus 65 and minus 20 for the Y. Yeah, looks good. You know what? Underneath it, or actually next to it, let's wrap this text. Because we need to give the user an indication that things are running and they're not static. His computer is not frozen or something. I'm gonna wrap this with a horizontal box. And I'm gonna put a thrower. Not a circular one, a normal one. Does it need recentering? Yeah, let's recenter this. Okay, size X 200. Height. Yeah, 200, and so position should be minus 100. I had done that from the start, I wouldn't have shown you my awesome math calculations. 75. Anyway, compile, save, and we have a loading screen. So when we press start game, what we want to do is create WG, create widget, and select our loading screen. Owning player is going to be the player controller, and add to viewport. Now the truth is we could have a fade animation, we could have plenty of nice things, but they're not needed right now. So when the loading screen appears, we want to fade out our music. So I'm gonna fade out. I got that variable from our variables. SFX main menu is the variable that we created. And I'm gonna give it 1 second. And I'm gonna also delay. So the music has faded in 1 second. I'm gonna put the delay in 1.2. And I needed to drag it from this See, some actions in Unreal are not some actions. All of the actions in Unreal, where you're calling them from. If I press right click here and let's show mouse, not gonna appear. But if I call it from get player controller, then you can clearly see different options. This is the reason that this list here is being populated by what is available from what you're dragging. Now, if you unclick context sensitive, you can find everything. So if I put set show mouse, we can see that it belongs to player controller. Anyway, now after we hide our mouse and we have the music faded, our loading screen is outside, there is a delay that we are watching the loading screen and getting the fade out. We want to open level by name, and let's turn context sensitive also on. And the level we're gonna open is our gameplay level, is just gameplay. It's called just gameplay, and that's it. I think the programming of the main menu is done. I'm gonna compile and save. I'm gonna go to our main menu map and open the level blueprint. And the only thing we need to do on the level blueprint is we're gonna create a widget, which is gonna be our main menu. Spawning player is the player controller again. I'm gonna select main menu. And of course, add it to viewport. And that pretty much is it. We go to main menu and press play. We have the quit game, it's working, and a start game will work also. But we have nothing programmed on the other level. So this is it for this one. I'm gonna see you on the next. Goodbye.